Hello everyone, welcome to day 7 of the 80 Days Junk Journal Stuffies Challenge, and today we are making these Macy circles. Flowers! Yay! I love these. You can make them look in various different shapes and sizes. This one looks more like a rose, this one looks more like a daisy or something. I do have a paper clip today because I want to try to make one that is a paper clip where I could just clip it in. Now these make great stuffies. You can stuff them anywhere. I would love to see a pocket full of these in a junk journal. And I'm going for the vintage look today, I suppose. I do have my flat back pearls that are sticky. I do have some little gems over here that are flat back. They're just silver little golden gems. I do have my distressing tool, which is a makeup brush, and I have my archival sepia ink. I also have this little tool from Scotch. It is a it's actually a razor blade or a straight edge in there, and it's for cutting gift wrap. It's made by Scotch. I got this at a thrift shop. I've seen them around. But anyway, if you don't have this little tool, by all means, use just a straight edge to distress. I know that there are some products from Memory Keepers that absolutely have the little paper distressors, but you can use a straight edge, you can use a wire brush, you can use whatever that can scratch up the edges. And today I'm going to be working with some, this is a cupcake filter. I've got some coffee dyed paper. I've got some vocabulary paper. I've got some coffee dyed scrapbook paper. I'm sorry, sketchbook paper. And I have some rose and bay leaf regular paper that I've dyed. So I kind of want to do a variation of colors. As you can see, I created one. I was doing a live video and I want to apologize. I had a phone call and it cut me off, and I was working and I was making and it wasn't recording or anything like that. So this is what I created. I'm going to need some thread. I've got some vintage threads. I'm going to start with this piece as my center. You can do, if you have, of course, if you have circle punches, by all means. But I'm going to be doing a messy circle, doing my best to make a circle. Some of these look like ovals to begin with, and then I had to trim, but that's okay. So here's a type of circle. I'm okay with it because as I go on, yes, I'm making more scraps, right? Oh my gosh, I'm making more little scraps over here. Then I'm going to take this piece, and I'm going to just leave it, you know, as a template. And it's going to tear away right now to remove the paper so I can start tearing. And in between, I'm going to add some fiber. So I'm just going to use this as a guide, kind of go out, you know, about 1/4 of an inch around every time. Okay, I'm going to lay this one aside, and then I'm going to start off with the next one. And I'm just going to try to hold it there. A lot of people make these so many different ways. A lot of people make them so pretty. This is just what I do. I know several ladies make some beautiful ones. This is just trying to use up your scraps. I would love, like I said, I would love to see an envelope or a pocket full of these that I could use in, you know, if I get in a journal or whatever. And I also like to use them on the prayer pockets as well. And you can use them as an altered paper clip. And I'm going to try to make one as an altered paper clip. So basically, I'm just doing all the layers. I don't care if it's not straight. I don't care if it's not a perfect circle. I don't care. If it bothers you, then by all means, get you a hole punch and punch different sizes of circles. If it bothers you. But this is my biggest one. I think I'm going to put another layer in, though. I think I'm going to put more of this pretty cupcake filter. I love this cupcake filter. I love how that it dyed nicely in the, this is chamomile, I'm sorry, this is actually green tea, peppermint green tea. So there's that layer. So I put this down. And now I'm going to go for the bottom layer, which I want some text on the bottom layer. There we go. Ribbit. Okay, so now I'm going to try to look at this a little bit Let's see if we can get it just a little bit more rounder. These are just fun. They're just made for you to have fun with. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrinkle these up. Yes, they may tear. That's okay. Wrinkle them up. Make a little ball. Not too tight, but make a little ball. And I'm going to gently open them back up. See? All wrinkled. And again. All wrinkled. Next one. The thinner the paper is, I think sometimes the better. You can make these all out of totally all coffee filters or cupcake filters, wax paper, parchment paper, rice paper, just all kinds of papers. And I'm just widening them up, kind of distressing them a little bit. Now you don't have to make them that small. You can make them as big as you wish. Whatever that you like. Then I'm going to take my distressing, oh, they went flying off there. Then I'm going to take my distressing tool and ink, and I'm going to distress each one. Now sometimes you can do this when they're together, when it's together. But I like to do this also just to get the edges good. And if you don't want to distress them, you don't have to. Sometimes it makes them show, the edges show it better when you distress the edges a little bit. Especially if you have similar papers like I do. You can use whatever color. This is the color that I just normally go for. Okay, now, once we have them distressed, we're going to start building our flower. I'm going to use a hot glue gun. And it come unplugged there. Mine's a cordless one, but it doesn't say hot. It's so old. It doesn't say hot if when it's cordless. So I'm just going to put these in the center. All of the glue goes in the center. It's important that you put in the center. And not a whole lot, just a dot. And of course, you can add layers and add layers and add layers. I don't want them too bulky because they're going to go in a journal, you know, or on a prayer pocket. So I don't want them too bulky. Okay. Oh, we forgot our string, didn't we? That's okay. We'll do it on the back, right? Okay, so now we've got them and you're thinking, okay, what is she going to do? I am going to let that glue set for just a minute. I'm going to take my thumbs and I'm just going to kind of push up fingers and kind of crinkle them one layer at a time. Kind of just squish them up. Now, you can take a paintbrush or a pencil and you can roll the edges if you want to get more of a rose or type of flower. I like taking a paintbrush because my flowers are always kind of small. Okay. Now what I like to do is I like to take my little tool, covered up over here, my little razor tool here, and I'm going to distress the edges, and if I cut it, that's fine because I want some tears in here to give this bottom piece where it will actually fold and like it's kind of like miter in the corners. And then I want this piece. Now you can take this tool and do it. This tool will cut and it will distress. And I'm just taking it down to the blade and just running it across the blade, kind of roughing up. And see, it did cut, but that's okay. I'm not pushing too hard where that it will, you know, totally cut my paper. Some of the papers are too short, so I have to go up like that instead of going down. I have to go up, but that's okay. You want to make sure that your glue is dry before you do this. Oh, if it pops off, that's okay. We'll just glue it right back on. No big deal. You could use glue dots too if you wanted to. Oh, I could have put some thread there. I couldn't have. Okay. So I'm going to kind of ruffle it up again. If you like the sound of ruffling paper, you are good to go with these flowers. Okay. Now I'm going to put my center in. I think I'm going to go with the pearl. You can do any, these are just a little, I think I got these at Dollar Tree, I believe. They're sticky. Then I'm going to take my distressing ink pad again. Kind of get in here. I'm going to tear that right there. And this little tool will help you distress too. Help you get up in there and squish those layers. And then if you want to, you can take this paintbrush. Kind of curl up those edges. I've seen some people spritz it with water and then turn up the edges. But with these papers, I don't know, you know, with brass papers and stuff like that, you couldn't do that. But okay. Okay, so voila, there we go. And they are pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Now, I want to make this a paper clip. So what I want to do is I can find either some fabric or something. So I'm just going to actually, yeah, I do have a hole punch. A half-inch hole punch somewhere. But unfortunately at this time I cannot find it. So I'm going to choose the thicker of the two. Or of the two. There's more than two. The thicker paper of all that I have. And I'm going to try to make it look pretty here. I want to make the back pretty. Why, I don't know. But we're going to see if this will work here. Get my quarter punch. And let's see if we can make this like a little label or something. Even though it's torn. Because I want to make sure that I have my paper clip on there, right? So I put my fuzz down, my fibers, and let's see. I want the little part to go inside. Let's see how this is going to work. There we go. So put your paper clip actually on the piece, the big side out, little side in, so that you can grab a paper clip, okay? You can grab the paper, I'm sorry. I'll get it out right in a minute. Make sure it's on there. Maybe turn. This is one of those circle ones. Turn it to where this piece up here matches, kind of goes. There we go. Now we're going to put glue on this side. Glue in the middle. Okay. Be careful not to get, I got my fibers down. Move it up there, and let me find my tool so I don't get burnt, because the metal will get hot with the glue gun. Plug my gun back in. It keeps unplugging today. Okay. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I hope you can see. And then there is the paper clip on the back. And you can distress it up if you want. Oh. Did you see me? It's the wrong tool, right? We can distress it if we want. Our fibers will be distressed too. That's okay. Nobody's really going to see that but whoever uses it. But if you want to distress it, you can totally do that. And get all the tools out of the way. All the little bits and bobs. Okay. There we go. So I absolutely love that. Love it, love it. Now let's try it on something. Let me see. This is one that's coming up for the 80 days challenge. This is one that's coming up. So let's see how this looks on this. Oh, it works great. Let me get it past the fabric there. Oh, it does. It works great for, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And that's what you see. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video of day 7 of the Junk Journal Stuffies challenge, and I hope you stay tuned for more videos coming up, and I hope you make some of these. If you do, please tag me or use the hashtag 80 days JJ Stuffies challenge. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.